Hello, and welcome to Rising Phoenix, where you can find information, tools, and hope for everyday mental health struggles. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to learn how to stop shoulding on ourselves. You heard that right. You need to stop shoulding on yourself. The word should is a pretty common word. You and I probably use it every day, and some of the time, it is a pretty harmless word. Like when your friends tell you, "Hey, you should go check out this new restaurant, it's awesome." Or when you tell a family member, "You should hear this band, it's fire." But some of the time, the word should carries a lot of weight and shame. This is particularly true when you think it about yourself. For example, when you think, "I should be better at school," or "I should not eat so much." When you use should this way, it becomes a very harmful word. This is because in your mind, you've created a black and white, pass or fail dichotomy. And usually, when you use the word should in this way, you are already on the losing side of that dichotomy. For example, when you say, "I should be more social," you probably believe you are not doing well enough. This should, then, is telling you that you are failing. Then comes the toxic shame. Toxic shame is shame that tells you there is something wrong with you. This shame usually says something like, "You're not good enough," or "You're a failure." So, whenever you use should in this way, you are perpetuating these really toxic and damaging shame narratives. Words are powerful. This one word, should, as you can see, can have such a profoundly negative impact on your psyche. However, changing that one word can have an equally powerful effect. What if, rather than telling yourself that you are failing, you gave yourself something to succeed at? That's the secret to stop shoulding on yourself. And it's really rather simple, although sometimes easier said than done. Rather than using the word should, if you can change that word to something like, "I would like it if," or "It would be good if," that now gives you something to work toward rather than something to fail. So instead of, "I should be better at school," it becomes, "I would like to be better at school." Can you feel the difference in those two statements? The second gives you something to work towards, something to achieve rather than something to fail. So, why don't you give it a try? I'll give you a moment to think of a way that you are shoulding on yourself. Have you got one? Good. Now I want you to feel what it feels like to say that to yourself. What does that should statement feel like? Can you feel the weight of it? Now, I want you to transform that statement into something more positive or achievable. Rather than should, use something like, "It would be good," or "I would like it if." Do you have that new statement? Now notice the difference in how that feels. Hopefully it feels much less shaming and much more hopeful. Now, go and do that with all of your shoulds. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative. If so, please take a moment to like the video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like, drop a note in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this, or your story about how you are transforming the shoulds in your life, as well as any suggestions you have for future videos. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care of yourself, and remember you are not alone and you are loved. And as Christopher Robin says, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Take care.